The final question that I kind of want to answer, I've been getting a lot of it, especially in Discord, about gearing, right? And most importantly, where to prioritize your resources, your spendings. And this can apply to all levels of players. So, the number one thing that I think I always try to keep in mind, this rule of thumb, I guess, for gearing and progressing. This is on my paladin, and I'm now realizing even more on my demon slayer, as I have so many different things that I can, improve on for that character. I try not to overwhelm myself and do too many things at once and burn out. So I try to remind myself all the time to focus on what is the most recent updates, the most recent rebalances, the most recent changes. So what I mean by that is last year, most recently, what did they have? They had potential changes, right? Potentials got a huge boost for percent stats, physical attack, HP percent, everything across the board. V skills, right? V3, V2, V1. V3 usually is your bigger, better skill, prioritizing that because probably most of your damage is coming from there. What about rate exalting, right? Think about all the necro changes to exalting that some things are trying to emphasize there. That's a great avenue for improving max damage cap. Legion changes, right? They've boosted the max damage cap you can get 8,200, even 5,500. Brings you max damage cap, right? They've implemented that adventurous training grounds for alts, levels 20 to 100. Insane. Take advantage of that. There's just the most important thing is understanding where they want you to, the new things that they bring to the game are things that they want you to prioritize in a sense, right? So the opposite of that is flames, emblems, right? Think about that. Emblems have not changed in how long, right? Flames have not changed in that long, but things like exalting, right, went from 5 to 7, right, before bricking. Max damage cap, potentials. That's where you want to invest your resources because that is going to give you the best bang for your buck, right? Think about this. You're going for emblems. Say you have a level 3 emblem and you're trying to get to level 5 and you have crit damage, right? Level 3 is what, 10%? To level 4 is 15%. And then to level 5 is 20%. So you're going to with 30% chance and then 10% chance, right? It's the RNG is just the spending to try and get from level 3 to level 4, 30% chance. So 3 emblem traces, which could cost you 1 bill, and I think it's like 50 mil per attempt. Absurd. But so like you'll be spending like maybe 1 to 1.25, 1.5 bill on average just to get 5% crit damage, right? 2% boss attack to get level 3 to 4. Well, you could be getting more of that. You could be getting the same stats or more through link skills in Legion, right? Now, guild points, your individual guild skills, you can get that for free, right? Potentials, you could get that easily through a legendary potential or a unique potential through events, through daily red cubes, black cubes. And you could be spending that 1 to 1.5 bill somewhere else. Maybe you could spend it on exalting. Maybe you could spend it on, in armor. Save it up for an armor that you need to get a piece of armor that's better, right? But you try to focus on newer rebalances, changes, and then obviously you want to avoid as much RNG as possible. Go for the sure things. Nodes. I always go back to nodes. People get bored of it, but it's guaranteed. Every node that you pull is going to give you beneficial, now, or it's going to be beneficial in the long run when you use them when you extract higher level nodes. to craft what you want to craft, right? Nodes is very, very safe. I know a lot of people that, my Demon Slayer, right? I prioritized leveling up my V2, my V3. My V1s were already max from when I was playing Demon Slayer way back when. V2 and V3 was my number one priority because I know those skills are such a big chunk of my damage. And for Demon Slayers, it's passive. It's free damage. You just set it and forget it. Just be standing next to the boss does damage. And, when you level those skills up, their duration increases and just have it up, free lines, basically. And that is so important. Easy guaranteed ways to make gains and prioritize your resources, especially when you're limited or you have so many things to work on. Keep that in mind the next time you're gearing up to make the right, make better choices in the end.